Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing a beer that I've seen many times over on Instagram and Tumblr and Beer Advocate, Untapped, all those other places, but as of yet I had never tried it. I had a 15% off for every single that I bought coupon at Total Wine, and so I thought now is the opportunity to do that because it's a little more than $2 normally, so I try to bring it in. As those of you who know, I try to make most of our selections around $2, but as I said, I had the 15% off coupon, and so I thought I'd give the Old Rasputin Russian Imperial Stout from North Coast Brewing a try. Now, I'm sure many of you out there have at least seen this bottle, if not actually sampled this beer. North Coast Brewing is, I believe, out of San Diego, I want to say. Fort Bragg, yeah. Um, and It says right here on the bottle, never say die twice. Those of you who know the story of Rasputin, that makes perfect sense. I'm not going to go into all the specifics. Suffice to say that prior to Rasputin dying, he was shot, stabbed, hung. They attempted to drown him. They poisoned him. Um, anyway, the guy didn't go down without a fight. So anyway, as I said, I paid a $1.95 for this 12-ounce bottle, and I think we should go ahead and crack open into it. Now, it does have an ABV of 9%, which is pretty typical for a Russian Imperial Stout. Sometimes they even go up into the double digits. But an Imperial Stout, yeah, is naturally going to have a higher ABV. As always, I'm going to be opening this bottle with my Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs. And let's get cracking. All right, I'm going to show you, as always, the cap is in great condition. If you were a cap collector, this would work perfectly on your wall mount. If you wanted to reseal this bottle, the crowning on this is in perfect shape. You could put it right back on, seal it. And that's the Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs. And just so you know, I'm not getting paid for this. These people sent me a couple of openers and a couple of unbreakable glass wine glasses. That's it. So as of this point, I am basically just helping them out, and I'm not fully endorsed. So or compensated for my endorsement is what I should say. All right, so let's give this bad boy a pour. And no, normally you don't put a stout into a goblet. Wow, that is some serious head. Was not expecting that. Man, I've really got to work on my pouring, don't I? Talked before about how I refuse to go get a Cicerone certified because I think it's basically a level of snobbery that I wouldn't promote on this channel. But maybe I should, just so I could learn the ins and outs of pouring a beer. Well, as you can see, I've got more than half head here practically. Um, and it's not going anywhere. It's very thick and foamy. I'm smelling dark fruits like currants and raisins. Um, Slight bit of cocoa, not full-on chocolate, just a little bit of that, what they call baker's chocolate, that semi-sweet chocolate. Getting some of the oats. I don't think this is an oatmeal stout. It doesn't say so anyway, but I am getting what smells almost like oatmeal notes on this. I'm guessing it's the malt. As you can see, that head just ain't going nowhere. So there it still sits. And I've got almost a fifth of the bottle left in here, so let's see if I can't get a little bit more poured in. Okay. Uh, Longer it goes, I'm getting a little slight hint of tobacco. Just a slight bit. So anyway, I'm going to have to plow through this head regardless. Cheers. Mmm, nice and nutty on that first taste. Medium-high mouthfeel, slight alcohol burn in the back. Um, as it rolls over your tongue, it's really roasty, is how I would describe the flavor. I mean, it tastes like every single ingredient in here was put over a low heat fire for about 6 or 7 hours. It's very, very roasty. It tastes like the hops were roasted, which I know doesn't make any sense, and I know that they weren't, but that's what it tastes like. It tastes like everything in this was roasted. This is a great beer. This is a good stout. It's definitely, well, you wouldn't expect an imperial stout to be watery, but it's definitely not thin on flavor. It has, I snifter was exactly the perfect uh, choice for this because it's almost like having a snifter of brandy. There's so much aura. Even Scotch is how I would describe it, because you know how Scotch, you get just that smoky feeling all the way through your palate. Well, you got it in your nose and your tongue and every place else. That's what this is like. This is a really good Russian Imperial Stout. This is one of those times when something has actually lived up to the hype. That's very rare. The more this goes, the I'm actually getting it feels like the more the air hits it, the more you're getting what they well, and you're getting the Gestalt flavor, all the parts combined together. Um, and this is a really, really good beer. So I'm glad I finally didn't cheap out, used my coupon, um, and got this bottle for $1.95. Once again, it's the Russian Imperial Stout from North Coast Brewing. There we go. Try and get a little bit of that glare off of there. There we go. You can see there's the Mad Monk himself. So anyway, until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.